Play of Thrones, The Big Explosion Theoretical, Orange is the New Dark and Motherland are fair. Several of the enormous TV traffic how are upcoming to an end in 2019. On display, they don't include lot in overall but off display lot of the actors will be outgoing over the part house done them renowned. Kit Harington, who acting Jon Snowing in Acquired, says he will never try to range oneself of his lot-loved nature. But same's looking striker to everything the following item is. I believe it's top not to try and schedule or forecast, fair see which comes about the angle, he says. So can you tremble off the TV nature how human beings aware and loving you too? We've undertaken a see at early big TV traffic to discover of, behind in the previous 90s we were entered to a team of friends, Rachel, Monica, Phoebe, Chandler, Ross and Joey, whose lives we accompanied for 10 years. Reruns on Sitcom Center, Netflix and Canal 5 include intended the letter include remained in our lives always with. Jennifer Aniston, who play Rachel, is perhaps the one who's lost on to include the largest at-screen career, starring in films such as Terrible Bosses and Gauze and Me. But perhaps no of the stars include made lot to do you overlook they were in Friends. Scott Bryan, TV text editor of BuzzFeed, says how lot thou ve seen an artist in a part can act a portion in if they'll discover it difficult to go on in their career. If yours Shaw is not reiterated how lot later it allows you to go on of the part in a big path. Friends is reiterated a enormous sum, so our shows love the big explosion theoretical and will be for year following they late. So such actors can't very flee of such roles as readily. Downton Abbey was a break hit for ITV for its run of 2010 to 2015 and automotive largest of the throw-in world superstar. A lot of the throw were already so known so down there was no terror of the likes of Lady Maggie Blacksmith or Hugh Bonneville creature typecast. But for the junior stars love Dan Stevens, who play Matthew Crawley, and Michelle Dockery, who starred as Dame Mary Crawley, it's outdoor the doors to Hollywood. Dan went on to celebrity as the animal in Disney's latter adapt of Beautiful and the Animal and bagged the conduct part in US TV episode Legion. Time Michelle Dockery has starred in US dramas Ungodly and Nice Behavior. Scott points out how the cause they've been capable to cut away in Hollywood is since the Shaw is purified otherwise there rather than in the US. Human beings there believe of it as a Saturday overnight tea party Shaw time at international level it's so very recognized how they can go and include a really various carrier overseas. 10 years back, the Inbetweeners took 4 persons comparatively unidentified youthful actors, Simon Poultry, James Buckley, Blake Harrison and Joe Thomas, and done them renowned. But same's controlled to discover some roles in all of Western End acting to the Canal 4 situation comedy Friday Overnight Lunch. All of the actors include stored work but you could claim their roles with include been cute such to their letter in the Inbetweeners. The fast and simplest way to be typecast is to get on the identical kind of part. But you can break down out of it. While you believe of David Tennant, do you just believe of Physician Who? Physician Who is rather a poisonous bowl since it sticks about how you were one of the doctors for the otherwise of yours carrier, Scott explains. Yet later David Tennant was in Broadchurch for so length and how was a fully various nature. So selecting a part how is so far remote of the one he had up, you type of overlook how he was in Physician Who. The Shaw was on among 2008 to 2013 but if thou really love me, thou'll include binged monitored the lot on Netflix. Bryan Cranston was already a domestic behalf for his part in Malcolm in the Medium. So though he will be memorable as chip methamphetamine manufacturer Walter White's for all period, he hasn't struggled to go on in his career. As for Aaron Gender, he wasn't as renowned in advance so perhaps had a greater problem. Same's been a vote in the animation Shaw BoJack Ryder with 2014 but hasn't been in some big hitters. Bob Odenkirk, who plays Saul Owner, was a comic and author of Break Bad, but same's done the largest of the popular of his nature in the rotation off episode Superior Urge Saul. Giancarlo Esposito was designated and won awards for Game Gus Fring, he has been in the industry with 1979 and has extended to do so in roles in the Labyrinth Begun films and Westworld. Nicholas Hoult was already named as the adored celebrity of On a Little Boy, but he was all grown up while he starred in Skins as Tony Stoneham. But the otherwise of the youthful throw were all found via outdoor cast telephone call. Dev Patel was designated for an Oscar for his part in the movie Left Time. Nest O'Connell was selected to celebrity in Angelina Jolie's epical war movie Continuous. Joe Dempsey and Hannah Murray include both have had big roles in Play of Thrones. Time Nicholas has starred in the X-Men movie Deductible. Later down there's Daniel Kaluuya, Els Oscar candidate for his part in Get Of. I believe they knew if they were departure to identification how style, how epic, how general, they necessary human beings on the land standard, he told. A written crew how understood, they got how order at first and later I wonder they chose to throw breathtaking human beings. I sense really lucky to be implicated in the Shah but I don't believe it was a overlap how we all came via down there. Now if you are start to worry about on yours favorite actors of Play of Thrones or the big explosion theoretical and which they can do following, happy don't. So if you don't see them operating over, perhaps they've undertaken previous resignation.